Hi, I'm Whitney Morgan, Hashimoto's coach, gluten-free warrior, and creator of the Thyroid Reboot Method and the Gluten Gauntlet mini course. When you have thyroid issues, you absolutely have to be 100% gluten-free. And when you're living a gluten-free life, traveling can be very challenging, particularly when you're visiting friends and family. I mean, it's one thing to keep yourself safe when you're on your own, but when you're trying to navigate other people's kitchens and other people's attitudes about your dietary restrictions, this can be crazy making. So in today's video, I'm going to give you my gluten-free survival strategy when you are visiting your friends and family. But before we jump into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you'll get notified every time I post a new video. I've worked with dozens of women with Hashimoto's and gluten sensitivity, and almost every client experiences some level of anxiety or dread when they are traveling to visit loved ones. They don't want to be a burden or an inconvenience. They also want to avoid feeling judged or dismissed because of their gluten-free diet. And most importantly, of course, they want to avoid an accidental gluten exposure. Coaching my clients on how to keep themselves safe while not being a source of stress to others is part of step 2 of my Thyroid Reboot Method. The tips and strategies that I provide for my clients are the culmination of my years of experience of having to learn things the hard way and overcome obstacles as they arise. So over the years, I've developed a few go-to strategies that really work for me, and they're pretty simple. I'm going to give you 9 tips that you can implement to make your next trip much more enjoyable. The first 4 tips are in a category I call the pre-planning stage. The purpose of pre-planning is so that your host understands that you're going to do everything that you can to make your visit as effortless as possible. So how do you do that? Number 1. Let them know ahead of time that it's important to you, that you're able to pitch in terms of the planning and the shopping and the prepping for many, if not all, of the shared meals. Number 2, do your own research and scope out a couple of restaurants ahead of time where you will feel comfortable dining. Number 3, confirm with your host that they have at least 1 large stainless steel frying pan and 1 large glass roasting dish. If they don't have these, fine. Buy them when you get there or order them on Amazon and have them shipped and waiting for you when you arrive. Number 4, ask them to identify and designate a small spot in the kitchen for your prep space. You don't need much room for this. You just need enough space for a cutting board and a few supplies. Does the idea of trying to be gluten-free in somebody else's house totally stress you out? If so, drop your favorite stressed out emoji in the comments below. So the next 5 tips are all about the supplies that you need to pack and bring with you. There are 5 essentials that I take with me every time I travel. Number 1, and most importantly, a cutting board. You can get thin, flexible travel cutting boards really cheap on Amazon. So buy a package of 3 or 4 so that you'll always have one that you can throw in your suitcase. The second item I always take with me is 1 or 2 silicone spatulas. These are really important because in my experience, a lot of people rely on kitchen utensils made from wood and plastic. And these are prone to microabrasions and they can collect these small nanoparticles of gluten. So you want to have a couple of utensils that you're bringing with you. And silicone is really the best option. The third thing I pack is 1 or 2 stainless steel measuring spoons. And this is for the same reason that I take the silicone spatulas, because most people rely on plastic measuring spoons and these are prone to microabrasions. So you want to make sure that you have a good alternative. The fourth thing that I pack is a small collection of my favorite spices. The brand that I use pretty much exclusively is Spicely. And the cool thing about Spicely is not only are they certified gluten-free, but they have a wide variety of spices that come in these small little cardboard travel boxes. So I pulled a couple examples from my spice cabinet. So Spicely makes these little cardboard boxes. And they're super lightweight, just a small amount of spice in there. They don't cost a lot of money, and they're just really easy to pick 3 or 4 and throw them in your suitcase. The 5th essential that I always pack is a wide variety of gluten-free and paleo snacks. Having quick snacks that provide high quality protein and fat is critical when you're traveling. They're great for long plane rides and layovers in the airport, and also if you need a quick meal replacement option. I make sure that I'm stocked up on beef jerky or beef sticks, protein bars, a variety of nuts and seeds, and even those individually packed single servings of nut butters and coconut butter. The next time you're traveling to visit friends or family, don't stress out. Just implement these 9 strategies. I guarantee you your trip will be way more enjoyable, and these strategies will help to keep you safe. To learn more about my thyroid reboot method, just click on the link that I provide in the video notes. If you're watching the replay on Instagram, just head to my bio link. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, let me know. Like it, subscribe to my channel, or share it with a friend with Hashimoto's or a friend that's just trying to live their best gluten-free life. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I do my best to answer everyone. I'll see you next time.